Doing round 6 of the African Schools Individual Chess Championships. Just taking a gander at it. How is this game at 10 minutes and the rest at 1 hour? There's always a problem somewhere. Anyways, give me a second. I want to load up something for myself. Okay, let's go. Don't worry, we'll look at the games. Just want to make sure. Excellent. Okay. Let's look at this game briefly. Great. Okay, so we have an English Catalan type of pawn structure. Okay, it's still an English. I don't know why I'm saying Catalan here. Okay. I don't know if he's trying to come in like this, or if he's going to go for like a King's Indian idea. That doesn't usually work with this type of structure because it holds the F4 square. So I don't know. Okay. But he takes. Interesting. That is actually quite interesting. It changes a whole lot. So at this point, White really controls the central squares, right? White can decide to go for a kingside attack, but the central squares, I think, have more importance. But the question is, how would White continue his development here? Should he still try and attempt going for the kingside? Again, it's still possible, or it's still plausible. Do we go like d4, f5, e5? That way, if we get takes, of course, our opponent is not going to take. But then if we do get takes, we get this very like nice structure in the center. I'm liking this position for White at this point. Black seems very cramped. But I mean, there are still things he can do. f4 expected this move. Now you have to let Black take. Yeah, you ignore it. Takes. I don't know. Personally, I like this type of structure against this, like formation. Fianchetto structure, I like this. For me personally, it's not like it's good in this position, but I like it. And this king is very, very, very like problem in a very big problem. So we can just play queen here, check, and win this, or we can play knight first. Sorry, yeah, knight first. But that allows pawn stakes. Okay. So you have to make an intermezzo move here. Then maybe pawn takes. Yeah, pawn takes makes sense. Yeah. Pawn takes, queen takes. Then now you have an idea of this with the knight jumping into this square. But I mean, that knight is going to be kind of like loose over there. So maybe, I don't know, like continuing to push things over here is not helping you. And you can see that there's some pressure building up on this pawn. So it's not so easy to just get up and say you are going to attack everything here. So that's one of the things you have to worry about if you are playing as White here. In as much as I like White's position, I think White has a lot of work to do. Okay, so he goes for this. This kind of changes the whole dynamic. You can still play bishop takes or queen takes. Okay, you can't actually. Yeah, the knight's under pressure. But now this move is actually looking nice. Yeah, it is looking quite good. I think that's wrong. Oh, okay, no, I get what he's doing, because if you do take here first, you are losing. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. So now the queen runs away, and then he continues putting pressure here. Wait, but this makes him lose the knight, right? Ah, okay, this guy is also on the attack. But is it really safe? Because, like, for example, bishop takes, knight takes, queen takes, bishop takes, rook takes, knight takes, and now your back rank is... Oh, okay. Okay. Nah, quite messed up. Quite completely messed up here. Yeah, so I'm still thinking this move was maybe the wrong idea to go for. I think he was afraid of playing knight to this square simply because of the pressure on this side of the board. I mean, that pressure didn't really exist. Your opponent would have had to build it up even more with something like this. Yeah, that's what I see. And even if your opponent does this, I think you have this option. Again, I know I complained that this one is like, it's a very difficult move to play for white because you are weakening your position. But I mean, I don't know what your opponent is going to really play here. Like, realistically, what is he going to play here? Yeah, so let's just skip. Now we see that black is winning, so let's just go to this position. Wait, what? What happened? I thought black was winning at some point. Okay. Okay, so he stops bishop check. But now you can take this guy. What's missing? What? Why not rook takes? What's the problem there? Is he trying to draw? Pawn push, if you want to. Yeah, pawn push is also a move. Your opponent doesn't really have good options. Because if like you get pawn push, maybe your opponent would have to come in this way, and that's where your problems will come from. But I think here is just fine. Check. Oh, nice. Oh, how did this, like, black really turn this around? How did that happen? No, for a second I thought white was turning it around, but black actually still gets it, yeah. Why not pawn push just here? Ah, queen is defender, okay. Okay, and that's it. White won. This game was really back and forth. Yeah, this game was really back and forth. But I hope this the accurate like moves, because this is just crazy. But at the point, think that white is winning, then black is winning, then white is winning. Because yeah, I felt like white was like slightly better until he played bishop takes. Oh yeah. Oliver, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, this game just took a strange turn. Yeah, like this continuous checking of the king, he just helped the king escape, right? I know it looks attractive to check the king, but he just kept on helping his opponent's king to escape. Ideally, you leave the king here. Maybe he was worried about something to do with the bishop. Okay. I think his fear was... No, there was no fear here. Brandon! Brandon, how you doing? It's good to see you. I was wondering when you were going to stream next. I haven't seen your stream notification pop up in a while. How you doing? It's good to see you. Hope you're better now. I'm thinking that maybe he was worried a little bit about like bishop takes and the pressure on the queen. That's what I was thinking. But then it didn't exist because you can just play rook takes here and that pressure doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, great. I'm doing good as well. I'm doing very good. Simple guy, no desire. How you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, because this even opens up this check. So I don't get it. Like, what happened here? Like, the check's just like this thing he kept doing. It just kept check, check. You think that, oh, you're doing something, but then it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So when are you going to be streaming next, Brandon? When next are you going to be streaming? Yeah, because you missed a very good... Like, even here. Like, what was the point? There was no need to even play check here. You could have even gone this way. Like you have every opportunity to go this way and threatening checkmate. So even if your opponent does this, you're completely fine. Because you're still threatening check, like something here. I said checkmate, but you're threatening something here. Damn. Can you actually do that? Can you literally save enough money to not work for a whole year? That's like crazy. But bro, if you need the work, if you need the rest, I think that's fine. But we can be doing some like skill training during the in the meantime, whilst you are relaxing, I guess. Damn. When you work for yourself, yeah, I get you. I get you. Okay, let's look at Dave's game. The first game was very interesting. Wait, did I just see a London system? No, it wasn't. It looked like a London. I mean, you're close to 2000 OTB, so that's cool as well. Oh, is he born from a rich family? Nah, I don't think so. I think he's a you know something. I don't know if certain words are insults. I don't know how people take certain words, but I mean, he seems to be simple. Let me put it that way. Yeah, like. Yeah, he seems to be simple. Like when I talk to Brandon, he doesn't seem to be over the top. He seems to be simple. I wanted to use the word average, but I don't know if average would sound like an insult, you know. Sometimes you don't know what sounds like an insult. Yes, when I saw this formation, I was like, oh, he's playing the London system, but unfortunately, he's not. This is like a reverse Carlsbad structure, especially if we get like C3. So the same rules apply. So what you want. You know, I've actually I always accidentally insult people and I never know. Like I just talk and people are like, what? Why would you say that? And I'm like, I didn't even mean it as an insult. He is the rich family. Yeah, I like that word as well. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so like I said, you can even get this reverse Carlsbad structure. The Carlsbad structure is from what I know is like this whole ideology. Sorry, why am I doing that? It's not C5, it's here. This is what I'm talking about. This is the pawn structure I'm talking about, the Carlsbad structure. Actually, sorry, I'm making a mistake here. It's C5, E6, takes, here. Yeah, this is the Carlsbad structure. There's no C pawn. So you can actually go for what we call a minority attack on the queen side. It's one of the ideas you can go for in this position. Well, I'm very moneyed at the moment. Just what idea? Ship it to me, Brandon. Ship it to me. You don't need it. You don't need it, Brandon. Ship it to me. I need a DSL. You know? Yeah, so like I was saying, it looks similar, but you can't really apply the same ideas of like a minority attack. It doesn't really work in this structure, but you can actually go for some very interesting ideas. Mostly, I think it's Black who goes for the minority attack. That's what Black can actually try and go for here. I'm playing in the nationals next week. Next week is what, 25th, right? Yeah. 27th. That's from Friday. So I'll be playing the nationals from Friday. I don't know if they'll allow me to use a camera. Like, I want to make the video a documentary style. I don't want to just do it like the traditional way everybody does their like tournament coverage, where they are basically just analyzing round by round. Maybe I'll do that, but I want to do it like, if you've ever watched Wolfie Glick or Wolfie VGC, who's like a Pokemon competitive player, I want to try and do his type of video. Yeah, I want to do it like that, you know. I really want to do it like that, but I don't know if it'll be allowed. I'll have to like speak to them when I get there. Yeah, because I think that would be nicer. Though it would be an hour long and the editing will take more time. So maybe what I'll do is, I don't know how I'll do it, but I really want to do it. Like, you can check out Wolfie Glick and his tournament coverage videos. I really like it. Like, he talks about his prep, how he gets into the tournament, what he does at the tournament, and his thought process during like every part. I don't want to make it like I'm always going to analyze from the beginning to the end. I want to make it like a movie style, like you're saying. So I don't know how to work out. If I can get pictures or like something, I need something. I wish my brother would come to the event. He's a journalist, so if he holds a camera, no one will have a problem with him. You know? But he wouldn't have time to come for a tournament when I asked him. Don't worry, my mind is here. I'm not taking my mind off the games. Oh, nice. But we don't do that. Like, mostly we just take pictures. We don't really do video coverage. Mostly if you see a video, it's not whilst the games are going on, it's setting up. You know? I really want to try something this time. So we have G6 here. I mean, when I see G6, I have an automatic mindset of H4, H5. Though H4, H5 seems a little bit clumsy here. Maybe you want to go knight here. Again, your opponent can still have ideas here, right? But I'm looking at this because takes. Maybe you actually takes here doesn't work. You just play pawn takes. So I'm just looking at this. Like, how do we make this work? H4, H5. How do we make H4, H5 work? Because H4, H5 doesn't work. But that's like the best way to kind of like deal with this type of structure. You could go H4. Let's say your opponent goes here. Takes H5, right? I think you could do this. When the knight gets to F3, I like G4, G5, H4. Yeah, I mean, that's a consideration, but I'm trying to not go over the top with like G4. G4 seems to be a little bit over the top. In especially, like, it looks like a lot of like major pieces are gone. I feel like it's very weakening. I mean, like, for example, this king can always sidestep and the rook comes in, and now I feel like white is in trouble. But then again, I mean, nothing could happen. I mean, again, this is just a feelings based in like an intuitions based something. On the board, it might be a little bit different, but it's worth considering. So, yeah, like, for example, you are saying, let's say here, let's say rook here, then you go G4. And the point is, if your opponent decides to take so that it's undefended, you just take back. But you can even just ignore that and go this way, right? So, it's, I don't know. Your opponent can't take. But I'm looking at this, right? I'll let you do what you want, sidestep, and then eventually get this. And I think it's a little bit problematic. Maybe not, because I think you have here, right? Yeah, because this is met with this. Okay. Maybe you have a point, Brandon. Maybe you have a point. If you have $100,000, then you can live comfortably. Don't have to work at all. Make a home and rent an upper floor. Rent comfortably up at with $100,000. That I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't know. But 100,000, is I talking about just for a year, or you are speaking about like forever? Because I don't think you can do that forever. Maybe with $1 million you can do that forever, but I don't know. You can do it for the rest of your life. Sorry. Yeah, for a year. Yeah. Ashra Khalifa, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Forever? No, I think that's a far stretch. I think you need at least $1 million to stay alone, to live alone for the rest of your life. And that's like talking about 40 years, I guess. Like if we're assuming you can get that by 30 and you're supposed to die, and you are supposed to die by 70, I guess so. G4 is a waste of a tempo. G5 after what then? After G5, what then? Okay, so let's look at this again. So let's say here, let's try and build it up. So G5, let's say knight stepping here is not a good idea. Actually, maybe it's not even to go, because it says G4, G5, H4, right? Yeah, but the problem, yeah, I get what you're saying. So that means that if G5 does come into play and the knight goes in here, you don't have H4. I was thinking that he means to go for that because of H4, H5. I think that's what he was going for. But if your opponent goes there, I mean, even if the your opponent's knight does come in here, I think this knight, I mean, this knight, is it really out of the game? Is it really out of the game if you look at it in that way? If knight takes, wait, let me not get lost here. We are saying here G4. Now this is not what black is playing. I'm assuming this because of the usual idea that happens with these kinds of structures, right? So that's why I'm assuming this move. Then I'm saying G4. What? G4. Wait, I'm confused. Maybe leave the castle intact. That's what I'm also guessing, right? If knight takes, you take with the d pawn and fork. That's true. Yeah. So knight takes is not necessary. That we get. But we are looking at G4. Okay, let's say this move. Then we get G5. So Brandon, what's your idea after G5? Are you going to go here? Again, here doesn't make any sense. What makes sense is here. And if you do go back, again, I think this is what Brandon is looking for. Because sincerely, if you can get H5, I think you can do a lot. You like H4 before G5. Okay, then I can agree with H4. So H4. H4 can provoke your opponent to play this. And I don't know. So like, let's say H4, your opponent goes in here. Can we sacrifice this? I like H4 before H4. G4, black moves, and H4. Okay, so G4. Then let's say here. Again, this is not the correct idea. I'm not using the engine. H4. Ah, yes. I get your plan here. I get it now. Yeah, now H5 is detrimental. And your opponent can't run this way. We've already looked at why H5 doesn't work. So I think that makes perfect sense. So now let's use the engine to figure it out, right? So what would black actually play here? Knight E4. I looked at Knight E4 and I was like, would you really want to play Knight E4? Because Knight E4 and then you are really helping me go this way, right? And now F6. Huh. So takes, queen takes. Says H3. I mean, I get H3 because if, for example, you go H4 here, your opponent can simply do this and you're in trouble. Huh. So Knight E4 really puts a damper on the position. The move that's being recommended here is Rook E3, which is actually a move I should have considered, but I didn't really stick in my head. It looks similar to your Immortal. I don't remember the moves of your Immortal game, unfortunately. I remember you showed me a game like that, but I don't remember it that well. Wait. Simple says what? Wait, I've missed some messages here. What? Your mom used to live on £1,800 a year with 2 children. So that's roughly 600. Okay. Wow. Yeah, so by 100,000, that's like 7-8 years. You can buy land and make a, again, I don't know the living conditions in America, so I can't really vouch for what you are saying. But you can buy land, make a house, and make house of a ground floor, first floor, rent the first floor and live on the, okay. You live on the first floor and rent the ground floor. Yeah, I think that works. Rook e3 idea looks like a slow move, but I mean it builds. And the point of sometimes making these moves is not like the attack is going to succeed immediately. You're going to pressure your opponent into defending himself, right? So the moment you make some moves like this, your opponent is going to start pushing his pieces, and that's going to weaken his structure, opening him up to like sacrifices. Yeah, I remember that, Brandon. But I don't remember all like the moves exactly. I remember like aspects of it. I think I'm looking too orange here. Let me switch this one. I don't want to be looking too orange. Yeah, I hear UK is very expensive. I have friends who live there. So let's go to the actual game. In the actual game, we had this. The queen goes back. This kind of indicates that he wants to take. Do we have this move? For example, I don't know. Let's I want to do a funny move here, but let's just say like h3 takes, knight jumps in here. Do we have this? I know this is bad. I know for a fact that this is bad. It's bad. I wanted it to work. Unfortunate. The weather is changing. We are almost in Hamatan, so the weather is changing, becoming cool, which is good for me. But it's giving me a cold because there's a lot of dust in the air. But Davis usually is the favorite to win this one, so that's for sure. Would the idea work if the pawn was on h4? We would have to recreate so much. So he went this way. Let's go h4. Takes. Rook takes. Knight jumps in here. Rook. Here. Nope. You might have to send the game again to me, Brandon. I don't remember it exactly. That's the problem. I'm trying to remember it exactly as it was, but I don't remember it exactly. Okay, so let's check the next game. We've stayed on this game for quite a while. But let's remember, we stopped on queen to d5. Basically, what queen to d2 is trying to do is that he wants to start attacking the dark squares, right? Black's dark squares are weak, so he wants to get the queen here to attack the dark squares. If black ever plays this h5 move, white is having a very good position. You got auto modded. I think I modded you a long time ago. Maybe it's because you were absent. You sent it. Nice. I'll check it on the separate tab. Let's go to another game. Actually, let's look for Angel Jordan. Is she playing? Oh boy. We are doing female representation. Female representation here. Okay. Why does she play e4? E4 is bad. I'm just kidding. Anyways, black is playing the landing. I support black, even though Angel Jordan is Ghanaian. Okay. Oh, sorry. Turn off the engine. Don't start with the engine. Always do without the engine first. What? First plan is always going to be this, because you are planning on increasing the pressure with this. This is the African Schools Individual Chess Championships. ASICC. How did you know, Brandon? How did you know? How did you know? I didn't know you knew that we like sleeping with wet socks. I actually did that yesterday. How did you know? And another thing is, if your opponent like tries to avoid it, he just weakens his structure, right? So that's why I was thinking that you just go bishop first. But for some reason, he went against that whole plan. What? Look, this looks like it's bad, but this is actually very good for black. This is very good for black because he can easily break through in the center. This is like, if you give this to me as black, I'm actually happy here. I kid you not. Yeah. But why would you take? Why would you take? Why would you take? Why would you take? Why? You hope it's wet due to what? Bro, it sucks. It sucks. Where would my socks be? Where would my socks be? No, guys. So in case anybody's wondering, this is not the official tournament stream. So if I'm not being professional, that is why. Okay, if I was like paid to stream this tournament, I would be ignoring so many comments right now. But because this is me just having fun and checking out how the kids are doing, I can't joke. So if you are joining this stream thinking it's the official tournament stream, for this, it's not. So I'm just going to keep joking. But we will be analyzing the games. I am analyzing the games, but this is not the official tournament stream. There isn't one. So yeah. Don't be shocked when it's like, I thought this is a stream for a tournament. Why is he joking so much? That's why. Anyways, Black just literally just made his position bad. Again, I've seen these types of structures before, and these games normally end in draws, but it didn't make sense why you would do that. It didn't make any sense why you would take. If anything at all, you let your opponent take. This doesn't seem to help you in any way. And we can see it already being taken advantage of, right? These pawns are just too loose. Okay, this one can be defended, but these pawns are just too loose. And now we are going to castle, develop our rooks towards the center, and then defend. Yeah, Brandon. I don't know what you guys are expecting me to use my socks for, but I'm not going to use them for anything else besides wearing. On my feet. Not even on my hands, on my feet. My socks are meant for my feet and nothing else. Okay, now when stuff like this happens, the side that's losing gets uber aggressive. So he's ignoring this and saying, this is his argument, and I can bet this is his argument. I'll give you this pawn, but I'm going to open up a very strong attack against your king. We don't judge over here. Yeah, right. You judge me by saying you hope it's wet due to water. That was the judgment. That was the judgment. Again, I don't think that it works, right? If the queen takes and you come in here, again, this move is just completely fine, and the queen can always come back to defend. So I don't see this working. Maybe you can argue for this and claim something, but yeah, queen castles is always also fine here. I think Brandon is just projecting. Sorry, I think Simple is just projecting. No, it just decided to become obedient. I don't know why, but it fell down like some days ago. It fell down some days ago, and since then it's been obedient. I think it's afraid of falling down again, so it's obeying me now. That's a good mic. I joked about a game in a stream where position went from losing to winning and then checkmating. I joked you got position from -69. It's nice to know that we can make jokes in chess, but mostly the jokes in chess are all mating jokes. I mean, that's the only kind of joke we can get in chess. It's all about mating. And the funny thing is that chess players don't get mates, but we always joke about mating like we get them. Did you guys see that video where Magnus Carlsen was and Mason, a streamer called your attention? Can you imagine? Like, we can't have fun anymore, you know. But you guys see the video, I think beginning of this year or last year or something like that, where Magnus was supposed to play in a tournament but he didn't play. So he sent a video announcing that he's taking a vacation and that he'll come back to beat everybody. I don't know if you recall that video. He recorded some video like that, and people were like, they know the reason why he's saying that, because if you look at the glass behind him, you would see the person recording the video, and it was his girlfriend. So people were like, that's the reason he's taking a break. I wish I could find that video. Maybe I'll look for it for you guys. You saw that Magnus video, yeah. And like, if you look at the window, you see his girlfriend holding the phone, recording it. So people were like, ah, that's the reason. Anyways, so we got queen takes a7. Like I said, this move doesn't do anything. I was playing a blitz game, and in your username that you have, in the username that you have YouTube in it, and he was live, and I checked out the board. He said, no, you know, when you lose, you get toxic. Like, when you lose, you get toxic. So I understand where he's coming from. Actually, he had 3 views. I mean, you know, you get toxic. Like, streaming changes a person sometimes. Like right now, every time somebody challenges me, there's a thought at the back of my mind that the person wants to make like a tweet about beating me. I mean, I'm not even big. Like my channel is like what, 250 subscribers, right? But it's like I always have this feeling at the back of my mind that somebody wants to just go and boast that he has beaten a streamer or something. Like it affects me. Like I have a lot of fear when people challenge me and all those type of things. Like when I wasn't streaming, I could take any challenge and do whatever I want. But the moment I started streaming, it's like now I have this kind of phobia. Like, what is somebody like? Is there some secret hidden agenda? Like, I don't know. It makes you so paranoid. Exactly. Like it makes I sometimes don't like playing games. Sometimes I just don't like playing. I don't like it makes me so scared to play chess. I don't know. It's one of the reasons I don't like I didn't enjoy streaming, or I don't enjoy streaming. It's like you can't just lose and just lose. Like it's like you lose and then it becomes big. I don't know. People laugh at you. People say all these funny things. It's so uncomfortable. I don't like it. That's one of the things that happened when I started streaming. Oh yeah, I have. I'm a control player, so I often play the. I play my camera is messing with it. Yeah. I do have the Mewtwo deck, but I'm not a meta sheep like Brandon, so I'm always playing PGO2, the PG deck. I play with PG and Poniard. Those are the guys I use for the control. You know, Poniard has very strong attack, and you just need 1 energy for him. Whereas PGO2 you can use PGO2 to like switch with the bench. So I play like a control strategy against people. It's not a very good deck, but it's fun to play for me. Yeah, meta sheep. Don't say it's because it's a fun. You like Mewtwo. You are meta sheep. Whenever I face a Mew deck, I get pissed off. Anyways, give me a second. Let's look at this game. We'll not look at this game for a while. Oh, so he didn't go uber aggressive. He just went for this move. But this move doesn't work. Like we just said, you can castle queen side. I would castle queen side, not king side. Because if I castle queen side, now your queen is in danger. You could argue that yes, there are many files and stuff open that your opponent can attack you on, but I think it's just bad. Anyways. Yeah, so okay, so he is going aggressive. But it just doesn't work. No, that's Meowth. That's Meowth. So I don't know. There's no big threat over here, but I think what Angel should start doing is trading off pieces or getting the queen closer to the defense. A move you can simply play here is Rook. That way, if your opponent tries to come in here, you can just win the game. So you give your opponent a move to respond to, right? So if your opponent takes and you take, now it becomes an easier thing to do. Again, you still have background checkmate. So your opponent doesn't have much. You got Gengar X and also Metagross. I think I have all the cards. I think I do have all the cards. But I don't play any of the meta decks. I don't play any of the meta decks. I just play any fun thing I like. It's like me and Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't play meta decks. I just play fun decks. So yeah, Rook E1 is a good idea. Rook E1 is a good idea. Let's look at another game. We've looked at this. Okay, Manum Singh. Whoa, we have some very nice attack going here. Oh, come on. Exchange French. Okay, at this level, the exchange French is not really drawn. Okay, we have another like London looking structure, but this is different. Okay, then I like you as a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I'm a Sky Striker player. Not because it's a waifu, because it's a control deck. Understand that. Understand that first of all. I play Sky Strikers not because it's a waifu deck, but because it's a control deck. That is what I have to say. I've never played Magic. I've never played Magic. Really? Huh, this is very strange. He's playing some anti-positional chess here. Because ideally your focus should be here. But then he decides he's going to switch towards a queenside idea here. Which is very strange. Because if your opponent did take, then you have this isolated queen pawn structure, which is very difficult to play for white. But you are fortunate enough for your opponent to not play it. But I still think this is anti-positional. I think this is not a good idea for black. Could you have just tried this? It'll drain my bank account. I'm always free to play. I just don't play to pay. I've never played a game and paid before. Never in my life. So if I have to play goblins for the rest of my life, I'll play goblins. I think goblins is a deck in Magic. I'm not so sure. I mean, yes, IQ pieces are very positional. If you don't understand the position, yes, you can often destroy your opponents. But these are both low level players, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what white is doing here. White is playing anti-positional. This is not correct. Like, you are making moves, but your moves are wrong. And watch the engine disagree with me when I turn on the engine. Oh, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm completely fine. Woohoo! No, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. And I know some of you are saying that it's plus 0.1. Like, when you start a chess game, white is always better. So black wants to equalize first and then take over the initiative. So the moment it gets to 0, black is happy. So the moment you see 0.0, black is happy. So, like, even in the London system, I'm trying to remember the line. I think if you do this, then queen comes in here. This is equality. That's it. This is what black wants. So you could say that black is better here because black has saved the initiative, you know? Wait, I think I missed something. Did I miss a message? Oh wait, Simple is also a streamer? Forgotten. Okay, so let's go back to the original game. Hey, what's up? You're not a streamer, okay. You're off to sleep. Big up and greetings from Canada. Well, what time is it over there? Don't tell me it's like 2 a.m. Hey, but thanks for joining the stream, Onyx. I appreciate it. Okay. YouTube and Twitch, I will never enter Kick. I don't know for what reason I'll ever stream on Kick, but as it stands now, I have no plans on streaming on Kick. So you see the problem? Quite focused. Like when you this something about chess positions you have to understand. Listen to your pieces, right? Sometimes talk to your pieces. Talk talk to your pieces and ask them questions, right? Find out what the position is telling you and make moves based on the position, not just because of what you want to do. The pieces are telling you that we want to be here. This is where your pieces are telling you we want to focus on this side of the board, and you're saying that, you know what, rather than doing what will benefit my pieces, I'm going to go opposite. I'm going completely opposite what like a good plan is, and now everything just kind of like collapses here. Anyways, it's sad. So YouTube and Twitch. This move just doesn't make any sense. Look, you could capture this pawn, but look at this knight is just off. Like, what's this knight doing here? Like, you just can't get them back in time. The fact that e2 is the best move is funny. I think it's obvious, but he's more likely to play this. e6 is very obvious because of this. E2 is obvious because of this. But I think he's going to play g6. G6 is more likely than any other thing. G6 is more likely. Why not eliminate knight f4? If you take this, it comes with check, right? How do we continue from here? Oh, actually, we have an interesting move. If your opponent does allow this. Oh, that's wrong. The queen is defended. Sorry, I thought I had a fun move here. But the first I see is check. The king has to go back up. Is this simply developing the bishop? Can we just slowly develop the bishop? I mean, you can do all this. That's also fine. Yeah, and I think this is actually even better because it allows the bishop to come out free. So I think it's also I think it's a very good consideration. Because yeah, sorry, I said it's a good consideration. It helps black. I mean, it slows down your loss because the knight is not here to defend here. It does slow it down, but then black is still winning regardless. There's so much stuff in the atmosphere. This one, but I like the cool weather. I mean, it's usually hot all year round. So he goes this way. Can we slow play it? Because these guys are all tied. These guys are tied down. So can we now slow play this? Or maybe we play this, takes, and then we come in this way. Knight e2. What's the point of knight e2? What, this? I don't think that's good enough. Oh, you're looking at this. But knight to g2. Oh, okay. Nah, I think let's make a random move here and then go this way. I don't think it works. Okay. What would I do here? Like, I feel like the only thing right now you want to do is free this guy. Like, these guys can control the position up to a degree, but at some point you just have to let it go. Yeah, you can take this, and the point of this is, again, to free the bishop. You need another attacker. You just need another attacker. So there are many ways you can attack, but I think that for black to really get this attack going, he needs another attacker. This is why I keep talking about this move, but this is too slow. That's why I'm looking for like a faster way of doing it. There's some construction going on just behind me, so that's why you're hearing some. But he'll be done soon, so don't worry. Rook G5, Rook H5. Oh, I changed the game. Don't worry, we'll go back. We're looking at every game from the beginning. No, that's just wrong. Bishop comes back. What is white doing? I'm wondering bishop takes or knight takes. Oh, you take with check. Come on. Oh, you can't take with check. I'll think you take with check and queen takes and you take here. Knight take. This is the best I can think about. I think this works. I think this works. Yeah, I think this works. Notice how whenever I turn on the engine, then my screen starts lagging. Yeah, D3 pawn. Sorry, it's hanging. But you're up a pawn, so you're basically just giving your opponent back the pawn. So this is where we are currently. I think you're going to play this. Queen C4 seems like it. Queen takes E5. I mean, queen takes E5 will distract the queen, but it defends this. So I don't know if you really want to go for it. Going for the actually, yeah, still, you're correct. Yeah. But this is actually, I think, what you prefer, because now you have this idea. You can't take care. Bishop takes D3, not queen takes D3. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, yeah, that's better. Yeah, yeah, that's true. So what's the problem with this one? Maybe that's it. That's it. Maybe that's what we are looking for. He goes queen f3, allowing the pawn to capture. The pawn to be captured, sorry. And if bishop takes, he's going to take this way. So I'm sure he's going to do queen takes, because after queen takes, you can't play this move. And developing your knight is going to be difficult. I would, you can't if that happens this way. So maybe you don't want to do that. Yeah. Maybe you go about it this way. Yeah, exactly. Bishop takes d3, rook d1, e4. Yeah, excellent. Which other game have we not looked at? I think we looked at this game, right? No, this game is different. Wait, I think there's a flaw in the board. You can't tell me that for 18 moves he hasn't made a move. What kind of what's the word? Constipation does he have to sit at the board for over 1.5 hours and not have a move? Again, you can always do that. You can always do this. These are our moves. So I don't know exactly what's going on here. I don't know exactly what's going on here. Oh, Brandon has disappeared. It's over the board. It's over the board. So I'm guessing that there's a DGT board problem. I could actually go to the venue, but I don't want to. No, I can't stream from the venue. The last time I tried streaming at the venue, the network there was not so strong. So I don't want to stream at the venue. I'm getting like, there you get like 10-15 megabytes per second. Here I get like 60 megabytes per second, which is pretty decent for here. No. I'll have to pick like 2 cars. But I mean, it's not far in the sense that I could get there in like, let's say 30-45 minutes. Wait, it's at the College of Physicians, right? I think it's the College of Physicians. I'm sure. Wait, Hunters Royale. Where is that one? Wait. Let me just check. Whoa. Okay, no, it is actually far from me. It would take me like an hour and a half to get there. Yeah, it is a close distance, but it'll take me like an hour to get there, yeah. Where I thought exactly that it was is not where it is exactly. It'll take me like an hour to get there. I mean, if it's a hotel, I thought it was a different venue, but if it's a hotel, then maybe they would have had good Wi-Fi. Maybe I could have streamed it there. Okay. So this game is not moving. Let's look at Chisme. Into 5G, no. Not everybody has 5G. Even I think ours is not even 5G. I think ours is like 4G. I think so it even depends on the area you're in. Because I know someone who has Starlink, but it's just like the upload is crazy, but the download is just sucky. I think I can get like 1 gigabyte worth of upload, but the download is like 100 megabytes. Wait, sorry, let's look at this. D4, yes! Oh, we have a London system practitioner, but he's not the Ghanaian. Why aren't the Ghanaians playing the London system? Oh, goodness gracious. Now, this is also part of the London system, but the reason why it's not recommended a lot in modern times is because of this move. This move is very annoying. This move is very annoying. Yeah. This move is very annoying. That's why it's not played. But the reason why starting with the knight first is a good idea is because it's a flexible move. When you start with this move, most often your opponent doesn't know what you're going to play. Right? It becomes very easy to tell when you play like d4, d5, and then this, they know. Right? They know. They know what you're going to do and they can play against it. So mostly it's good to start with this because a lot of openings start this way. Because you could always go this way and go this way. You know? That's why they sometimes do that. So going with the knight is acceptable, but it allows bishop to g4. His opponent doesn't play it, which I don't understand. And here, personally, I like to go bishop to g4, d4, d3, and take this way. It's drawish according to the engine, but I like this line. Yeah, bishop g4, e3. Yeah, correct. It's just the bishop there is a thorn in your side. That's the problem. He plays it like this. What are these guys doing? Again, it's acceptable because of how the opponent is playing, but this is just funny. Now he's playing a Jubava. What is this? Like, why not just outright pin the person? Because if you play this, right? If you play this here and your opponent plays this, you can't take. You still stop the main idea. Otherwise, your opponent would have to play this. So it's still the main idea. This is not often a healthy idea. And that's what they are both doing. Like, what's the point for the bishop coming in here? What? Like, are we playing chess? Then you take. That's it. Anyways, I would take white here. The engine wouldn't. No, the engine does take white here. I'm used to the engine not agreeing with me. That's why. Whoop, 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 whoop. So where are we? Where did the game take? Okay. What? What's their rating? Some of them are unrated. Let's see. Pile versus Chisme. Yeah, these guys are unrated. I mean, I feel like unrated people are much more scary than rated people, in my sad opinion. Anyways, I shouldn't be arguing. The landing player should always win. Actually, that's actually very good. Yeah. Yeah, at this point, you're in trouble. If you are white. You are just in trouble now. You are just in trouble now. That sucks. Yeah. White made some very strange moves that didn't make much sense, and that's what caused this problem. You have to know what the position is calling for. We have Daniel Smart. I think is that Daniel from Smart? Yeah. He's also following the games. Let's go back to Angel's game. Angel was winning, right? Where do we leave this game? Yeah. Can't believe he missed it. She missed this. The reason why sometimes I'm always concerned about Angel is because I think I've trained her once. I I just had one session with her. So anybody I've trained before who has been a student to me before, I do. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, black is always going to go for the offensive. Yes, you have done well stopping the pawn, but this is always an idea. Your opponent is going aggressive. So just to keep the pressure, I'll go this way. I don't know how my opponent is going to defend it properly, but let's go this way. Like I'm trying to find a solution where we can just take and continue attacking. Because if we are able to get this move, then maybe there's a chance. But of course, once these guys are traded off, this is just the reason why we are winning. Okay, I have no idea. Let me just go what you just typed and be sure. Team is lagging for a bit. Give it a second. I don't know. I really don't know. It's just about picking cotton, I guess. So I don't think I'll have any kind of like view on it. Picking cotton, I don't know. I mean, it's either done by man or by machine. So are you asking what's my view on it being done by man? I don't know. I really don't know. So you can clarify the question. Like, what do you mean? Like, do I think that it's bad to use man as a cotton picker, or like, I don't get it. So we are still looking for ways to get this kind of move, like takes, and I think that maybe we have an idea here. But if anything at all, what white can try and do is to just trade off everything, which is why in most of the options you see, the point of the checks and everything is to get a position whereby you can force a trade of queens. Because once the queens come off the board, this is just an easy win, you know? What? Oh, that's actually nice. Wow, wait, how did we get here? Yeah. So here, okay. So he. This is actually not good. Yeah, I mean, white was always winning, but at this point, you just can't really tell. You could try and play risky and go this way, which is, I mean, it's bad on its own. You can try it. Ouch. Yeah, but from the moment this pawn is taken, I think there's nothing more there. That is it. Oh, he did go rook e3. Interesting. Wow, they are playing the moves that I was recommending. Again, I was saying that that's the idea you want to go for, but it doesn't really work so well here as compared to the normal Hasbard structure. But if you look at the way white is kind of like pushing its advantage, it's like this idea is like quite slow. Like going for the queen, the minority attack is quite slow. So we have queen f4. Queen f4. Unfortunately, because the knight has come back here, he can't really jump this way. But we have f6. Knight jumps back. Then you can just lock up the position, right? You can go this way. But this knight is going to be very bad for a very long time. So it depends on so many things. Wait. I think I get it now. Yeah, the point of this is to go in this way. No, wait, no, that doesn't work because the queen just trades. What is the idea here? How do we continue this attack? Because if anything at all, black might want to try f. Again, I'm a little bit against this f move because you are weakening your king side. Yeah, and like the engine is saying, it allows this, right? And now you can actually target this way. And if anything at all, your opponent might have to defend it like this. And this is just opening up so much, you know? Oh, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, you can always subscribe. You can also support the stream by subscribing on Twitch. You can subscribe to help me out monetarily, or you can just follow the stream. You can do the same on YouTube. It does help me out a lot. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're hoping to get to 1,000 by the end of this year, but we didn't. I suck at YouTube, but we're working on it. We'll definitely get there. I think we experienced our biggest growth this year. So we are cool. I mean, compared to last year where we just got 75 and this year we're almost at 300. I think it's cool. Slowly but surely, poco a poco. I think Sarkodie is a very good competition for Dave, if I recall. I don't know if they're like equally matched. Oh boy. I thought Jim was going to ask his question. I don't get it. But I don't understand what he means by what I thought. I've never actually thought about it before. Are we back? Are we back? Guys, can you hear me? Are we back? Please don't do this in the morning. We really is late in the evening. Come on, don't do this morning. Are we back? Guys, if we are back, just let me know. Just give me a hi or something. Let me know if we are back. I disconnected for a short moment. Just let me know if we are back. I hope this means that I hope YouTube didn't start a different stream. I hate it when it does that. Like sometimes it breaks and then you see 3 different streams, and I always have to go back and delete those short streams. Let me check on YouTube and see what's doing there. You can hear me. Thank you, Nico. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I guess hope it didn't start recently. Let me see. Thank God. Okay, great. I like that. Whew. Okay. So where were we? So check here. And this is the position. This is completely winning for black. I don't know what white is trying to do here. So you can basically just try and start pushing your advantage on this side. You can always cut off the king's infiltration by playing a move like this, and then just keep pushing. Okay. So this game is also done, or close to being done. This game is done. We know that this game is done. Let's see the. Okay, we have already looked at. Is this the game we're on? Oh yeah, well with this game, how? Okay, so we got here. Okay, so after the rook came in, he moves the queen away. The bishop comes in to defend. Finally, plays pawn push. Is he sure about that? Is he really sure about that? Wait, is his idea bishop takes, bishop takes, bishop takes, rook comes in? I don't think this idea works. But this exists. That's a bad idea if that's what he's going for. Unless he's going this way first and then here. In which case, maybe just ignore that and just go pawn push. I think that's another thing you can do. Okay. So yeah. He plays queen to d6. What am I missing? No. What am I missing? Don't you just take? Why queen d6? Queen d6? Queen d6? Yeah, queen d6 is good for white. Yeah, e takes d4 is like the best option you can go for. Why would you play queen d6? What's the point behind queen d6? What's the point behind queen d6? All that queen d6 does is maybe you're trying to, that if your opponent takes, I can take this way. That's all I see. So why queen d6? I honestly don't get queen d6. I'm not really a fan of f4, though the engine recommends it. I'm more into queen h4. Engine doesn't like it. I think it's because of this move, I think. I think that's the reason. Okay. So it does have its merit. So the thing is to not default to it. I still think that, like, you could go rook e1 here. And now, if you take, it's not that much of a... Sorry. No, it's still a problem. Still a problem. Angel recommends here that you play knight to d2 as the best option. Rook to d1 is also acceptable. This knight is just not doing anything. Okay, so queen d6 is where we are now. It does have its merit. So, yeah, in as much as I think it's a bad move, it does have its merit. So, white does have to be careful over here. Probably you should go for the f4 idea. Takes f4. Maybe you should go for it. I don't support it, but maybe you should go for it. And find a way to free this guy. You just need to free this guy. Again, it's also very difficult to push this pawn because of this bishop targeting your rook. Like, this position is quite hard for white to, like, come. The engine is supporting white here, but I think white has some work to do because black is very active. Okay, finally, Angel Jordan wins. We expected that to happen. And in fashion as well. Oh, okay. Yeah, he still hasn't decided what to do. Wait. Wait, he has decided what to do. Wait. So he moved back. We had pawn push, which we expected. He plays the rook. And so point offers a trade of queen. This is over. This is over. I think he can win this in his sleep. I definitely think he can win this in his sleep. Wait. I think this guy is copying Magnus or something. Or Dingleren or something. I remember a game recently where this happened. I think it was Dingleren when he played against... The game he won against Gukesh. Again, I'm still looking at d3 bringing this guy here because you have plans of this. And you can always also do this as well. So maybe, I don't know. Oh, wait. I think there's a problem on the board. Well, like, whenever something doesn't seem to make any sense on the board, understand that maybe it's a problem with the DGT board, right? So, for example, it doesn't make any sense that he has spent 1.5 hours on this move. What that means is that they've made moves, but it's not reflecting for either technical issues or internet issues. Okay, we're still waiting for this move. Yeah, so finally the king even got to the other side. And now all we are doing is just promoting. Oh, just take. You can literally just take if you want to. It's not recommending this move, but you can actually just do this. But, I mean, you can also go here first. Okay. So this game is also done. Wait, let me take it one by one. So this game is done. We want to see the conclusion of this game. Wait, this game has moved a bit. Okay, wait. So after takes, we didn't get a g4 move that Brandon was talking about. Okay, we saw this. Queen, so queen f4 is what we saw. He allows him to... Wait, no, I'm missing something here. Then rook takes. No, rook takes is wrong. Wait, am I wrong? Wait, what tactic is this that I'm not seeing? Queen takes. Yes, I get it now. So takes, and then you have your check. King moves wherever it is he wants to move, and then you win the bishop. Okay. Nice tactic. Okay. So David's in a dominant position here. But actually, he's down a piece. Can he ever get it back? The second reason why I think the engine supports him a lot is because, like, black is struggling with for space. This move doesn't help, I think. Okay. So which other game? This game we know is over. He plays rook. Okay. Again, the human move always comes up, right? But the reason why you would not prefer rook coming out, which, I mean, rook is a very fine move, but the reason you would not prefer to play the rook is because of the fact that you have background problems, you know? Plays pawn push. The reason why pawn push is bad is because now you can play knight. And now white's only bad piece has been freed. And now white is fine. This is the reason why the engine is saying white is better. One of the main reasons why white was bad was because this knight could not do anything, and that there was a lot of back rank problems. But now he has basically freed him by locking the position. And don't forget, knights are better than bishops in close positions. I mean, it's like a semi-close position, but you get the point. Yeah, so e4 is a very bad move. If you are white, you just play knight here. Okay, maybe you want to trade first and then play knight. Yeah. The reason why you would want to play this and not allow this is because of the pawn. Now this pawn becomes passed. Which game was this? Which game is this? Oh, this is the London game, right? And the London system player won. You see, this is why I just play the London system, you know? Just play the London system and save yourself the trouble. It wasn't a London system, but it looks like a London system. It looks like a Jubava London, so yeah, that's what I was talking about. In case somebody comes to say, actually, it's not. No, that's not. I just understand it like that. Okay, there's a problem with this board. Wait, what happened? Oh yeah, he's losing, right? He's lost the bishop, yeah. And the queens are off the board. Yeah, so it's like most of the games are confirmed. The only game that is not maybe so much confirmed, I think, is the one with the knights. This one, yeah. Give me a second. I'll be back. I'm going to get a glass of water. I'll be back. Hey, I'm back. So this is a game for interest, sorry, for me, because the rest of them are like confirmed. It's just your opponent's about to lose, and how are you going to beat him? Yeah. Like we said, trading of the queens makes perfect sense. I mean, If I'm just not thinking, I'm going to play this because it fixes my pawn structure. But maybe he wants to keep the rook open. So that's what he's considering. If you're just thinking positionally, you say, oh, I want to fix the double pawn structure. But if you're thinking activity, you take with the rook. Personally, the reason why, another reason why I would want to take is so that I can play pawn push. But the problem is, for example, if takes, your opponent can do this. But you have to worry about this a little bit. You can't be too careful sometimes. So rook takes its perfect sense. So if you're wondering why didn't you just fix the pawn structure, that's why. Don't just snap takes because you think it's the best. Consider the options. Why am I trading? Not all trades are equal. Like, of course, you can trade knight for knight and think that it's equal because 3 for 3. But when you look at the board, what is leaving the board? Right? Because that knight or that bishop was defending a square, was defending something on the board. So now that that knight is gone, that defender is gone. So that defender that I'm losing, is it a crucial like defense I'm losing? That's what I'm saying. Like, not all trades are equal. Not all of them are equal. So always check your trades to find out what am I actually losing. Like, for example, in the London system, trading off this bishop is usually a bad idea, right? Let's say this. Your opponent comes in here. Let's say you go this way, they go this way, and then you go this way. This oftentimes is a bad idea to allow this. Oftentimes a bad idea because that's your key bishop. That's the bishop that really supports majority of your ideas, especially when you are going for a kingside assault. So that piece is more valuable to you than many of the pieces on the board. It's the most valuable piece to you, so you don't want to trade it off, right? So it's a bishop for a bishop, but then positionally speaking, you have lost something. So you look at the analysis here, and you can see that once it's traded off, it gives black a slight advantage. Again, this doesn't mean that black is winning by any chance. This could also end up being a draw. Let me move this. But then by losing that bishop, majority of your plan is gone. So not all trades are equal, right? Even if the pieces or the material are equal, not all trades are equal. I was basically trying to explain the position that we are watching. Yeah, here. So always calculate. Don't just look at, oh, I'm trading 3 for 3. Never look at it like that. What am I actually losing? So now, yeah, white's position is looking a whole lot better. Once this knight moved, once this bishop can target the rook, it's so much better. Something you can look at is even like pawn push, right? Because if we get takes, this is a problem, right? A very quick idea is this very active knight. I don't know if you'd want to bring it this way, but I think centralizing is usually the best option. So you'd want to come in this way. Again, bishop coming in here is a problem. Can't try and trade it off is the issue, but it's completely fine. Could we do this? I don't know if this is coming in. It might. This rook is going to be very beautiful on this square. So like if you play this, you could kind of slow it down, but not really, because this is still going to come in. Your bishop is going to go back, and then like, let's make a move here like this. You come back. This guy is coming in. Right? Again, it doesn't mean you are winning, but these ideas, like, if we were to turn off the engine and we were to look at this, most people will look at this position and be like, okay, black is having the assault. Maybe you analyze it and see like a few nuances, but you conclude that, okay, black has something scary going on. What can white do? You know, that's where the scare comes from. So black looks like he's better, but there's some 1 or 2 differences, right? So just looking at the position without much calculation, maybe you have to go like very deep in your calculation, but this looks scary, I mean, in my opinion. Oh boy. Harmattan. Oh, he goes for that immediately. Okay. This is the threat. Okay, we don't have this move. Okay, bishop. Bishop, but because if you take, then you have this. So this causes your opponent to think somehow. And I'm guessing he's going to come here and target the knight. That's the problem. Ah, well, you can pin it. And then, because white is going to like try this. So what's next? No, actually that doesn't work because the knight is pinned. Maybe king comes in this way. Chess. That's kind of like why I wanted the pawns to lead the chat, because the pawns are going to open up the position for the rooks. Yeah, Angie supports me. Says bishop to e6 as well. Let's check if the other games have actually ended yet, because we're close to ending. He's trapping his king. What's that? Yeah, you could just even take and you're fine. But he went greedy. Rook takes, pawn takes are all good. But I think I go rook takes, king goes back. I was thinking about takes and then pawn push, but the engine is looking at this. And the tie to 10. This is wrong. White was winning now, white is just off. Wait, is it this? No, 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 okay, no. It's white, black is still winning, yeah. This is the game where the bishop got lost, right? Yeah. So black is still winning. White got very greedy with that move, I don't know why. Oh wait, this game also exists. What was it about this game? Oh yeah, he won this, and we're talking about what? Okay, so they didn't play the line we actually calculated, but it's still winning. I think this is the one that's worth vision. Turn this off. Hmm. Oh, it's black's turn to move. Ah, yes, we're talking about moving here. Because if it's white's to move, then white just jumps here. These types of thinking is just like if you have an idea and something is stopping, like what can I do to force my opponent to fit into what I want him to do? I want to get him out of this square. How do I get him out of this square? It's here. What's the problem with coming here? The knight. How do I get rid of this knight? There's no pawn push, but there's a bishop move. Not all the boards. I think it's yeah. This guy lost to Angel Jordan, but not all the boards have DGT boards, right? Not all of the boards are DGT boards. Some of them are the mats. Some of them are DGT boards. So the games that are on the DGT board are the ones we see here, because a lot of them are not being shown here. Let me just let me see if the guy you're mentioning is playing. Let me see the name. Yeah, so there are quite a number. There's Nigel Ngigi, Mwaniki Joseph, Makanga Annabelle. That's under 11, under 8, under 9, and under 7. What we are watching is under 17, under 15, under 13. Nyaribo Ava. I can't pronounce the names. I'm very sorry. Then there's Prudence Kimeli. These are the ones we have, but not everybody has a board. Just I think 5 boards. I think. Wait, yeah, 9 boards. Yeah, so some boards are not available. So that's the major issue here. We don't have enough DGT boards. So for the DGT boards we have, those are the games we can actually see. Okay. That's the reason. Okay. Okay. They don't have the DGT boards for the under 5s. Hey Maloma, how you doing? Good to see you. Maloma, how you doing? So this basically is going to show you the games I am watching. No problem. Where's the game that we're looking at? Yeah, this game. That was almost done. Oh boy. What? How was that the conclusion? How did you come to that conclusion? Is his plan that like I'm trying to make his plan work if I'm getting his plan correctly? Is this it? I mean, your opponent would have to allow this. Was that move even on the engine's consideration? Dave Chief Kwanzaa, I think. Yeah, he's up on tie breaks, but he's tied with Luke. Am I right? Yeah, he's tied with Luke. Aziz Matthew Luke. Have they even played? Aziz lost his game, right? Yeah, Aziz lost his recent game, and Dave is winning his game, so he's going to be leading by a full point. Okay, let me check for the female. I said for the female, for the under 11 side. Let's see. Jeshron. Okay. This girl is very good. Yeah. I mean, first of all, not everybody from other country, all the other countries are in, right? It's African, but you don't see Nigeria. You don't see a lot of the country. I think it's because of the FIDE World Rapid. I think these tournaments are happening concurrently. The FIDE the FIDE. Give me a second. Again, I'm happy that Ghana is clubbing everybody, but the point is that not everybody is here, right? Not everybody is here, and I think it may have been a wrong. I don't know what happened that the days got so shafted together, but a FIDE tournament and an African tournament, I think everybody's going to go for the FIDE. Yeah, she's very good. I mean, she's young. When I say she's good, I mean for her age, the way she plays, she's good. Yeah, but her games are not showing on the thing. Like I've seen her, she's very young, like very young. I think she's like 4 or 5 or something. Very young or 6. I don't know. I remember her age, but she's in those one-decade ages, you know. But she plays very well. I was hoping that she'd be like overperforming this tournament. And you can see that she enjoys playing the game. She really does. Hopefully, I don't play her this tournament. I'm playing the Nationals next week. Nationals is next week, Friday. I'll be playing the Nationals. Hopefully, I don't meet any of the kids. The kids are very, like, they torture you a lot, you know? They are too energetic and want to see everything through to the end, you know? Very annoying. My round is of like they were playing to my expectations, but from this point it's like everything has switched off. Again, this rook move is an answer to the whole plan I was conjugating in my mind, but that plan doesn't work. Again, or is he trying to do this? You could. Indeed. I mean, compared to when I was like very, very active, and now, yeah, there's a lot more talent coming up in Africa. So hopefully, we are like trying. We are hoping to get like our first like internationally known like chess player, somebody who performs on a very high level or a high scale. We are hoping for that. I'm talking about in Ghana, of course, in Africa at large, but of course I'm in Ghana. I'm focusing on Ghana. But what? Why wouldn't he go check? Like he was playing so well, that's why I felt like he would see it. Again, we have seen from the engine that white is supposedly better, but black has a lot of like active play and annoying moves. So we are expecting that black would actually play those moves, but that's not what black is doing, and that's what we are like kind of criticizing. Now he's playing bishop to e6. I think that's wrong. Queen of Katwe, like exactly. Unfortunately, Fiona Mutesi, no, I've tried following her. I don't see her playing tournaments as much anymore. Oh boy. These I don't know if you guys like understand why I'm getting frustrated. Because the quality of moves just dipped, you know? Like it just dipped. That's why I'm getting like pissed. Because I had high expectations, you know? Whoa, what's happening? What happened to my chat? Okay. That was crazy. It's obviously expecting bishop takes, right? But then if g3, what? I don't expect you to play g3, but if g3, what? He wants this so that he can develop his rook. I think the obvious move here is going to be this. I don't know if you want to go this way. This way, I don't like it. Maybe here. I don't know. No, that traps the rook. The reason I don't like this is because of this, right? Okay, so we had what, g3. Okay. Prudence is rated higher than you. I mean, whatever your lead chess rating is subtracted by 200, that's what your FIDE rating is likely to be. So you can use that as a measure. Then again, I mean, sometimes over the board, classical chess is different. But I think that's, I mean, often sometimes online chess is easier than over the board. The board looks completely different. It looks complete. So oftentimes when I want to go and play in the over the board tournament, I start doing a lot of board games, like analyzing my games over the board so that I can get used to looking at the board. Because it's different. Like you have no idea how good this 2D over the board, like this bird's eye view, like helps you. It's crazy. You can see things you'll be shocked. Over the board, you don't see things like this. You're very light 800. I make noise when other people are playing. I mean, we all do. Fortunately, I'm qualified enough to speak about these guys' moves. I mean, don't worry. If you're now starting in chess, you definitely get there. If you work hard, you definitely get there. Put in the work and everything, you definitely get there. The kind of reason why I was a little bit against g3 is the weakness you are creating here. But again, it's not like a very big. Then again, like even opening this up, like, is it really to black's benefit? Because like if you take and I take, like, there's problems here, there's problems here. I don't know why you'd want to do that. Give me a second. Okay. Knight takes e4. Yeah, that's basically what we are looking at. Knight takes e4 is just, I mean, this is what happens when you play too much. G4 does a similar plan. G4 does a similar plan. This is what happens when you play too much, right? Like black went for, like, again, we understand that the moment this, like, black was holding the position, black was creating problems. If you can analyze this position yourself, you see how difficult it is for white to make any move here, right? We were struggling to calculate moves for white here, in as much as black had this bad pawn structure, but white just gives, you know, this is when, like, you are playing over the board chess. Your opponent is sitting at the board like this, your opponent is just looking at the board like this, then you make this move, like you make this move and your opponent just suddenly does this. Like, when you are playing over the board and you see that, just know that you're about to lose. Like, when your opponent is tense, like when you're putting pressure on opponent, they usually like sit up like this and they are looking at the board, they are calculating, they are tapping their feet, they are doing something. Then you make a move and then you just hear this sigh of relief. Like, when you see this, you just know you are losing or that you've made a big mistake, right? Because all the pressure is gone, every single pressure is gone, and now the bad piece for white is developed, and that's the problem here. So white now can start creating problems for black, and black had like very good ideas. So we spoke about like g5, g4, opening things up because your rooks can slide in and create problems. We spoke about all these. Again, of course, I know that the knight is targeted, but we spoke about all these ideas that can create problems. But then black just suddenly just, okay, you do this, is fine. Rook dodges, and the question becomes, we want to keep putting the pressure, but how do we do it? How do we keep putting the pressure? The knight there stops it, so we go this way, right? It's now hanging. The knight has to make a move somewhere. Here, I mean, this doesn't win you the game, but this, like, you are putting pressure on your opponent. That's what we are looking at. But then all of a sudden he just plays these strange ideas. You don't know why. Like, why bishop here? If you open this file, how does it help you? Right? So black just like went for the wrong plans. Again, white also felt as a point was playing badly, but like black just went off the scale, like off. It was bad. It's bad. Look, I've had bad positions before, so like this is just like, there's no need to even disturb yourself here. You just simply defend it and then later on you take. I mean, like, this pawn is just like, it hurts me for black. This rook is in a very bad position after I play this move, because now this, after you take here, the rook has to come to what, this square. Sure. In which case you can jump here with your knight, jump here, and then you target this guy. It's painful. I've had positions where I messed up in the opening, but I found ways to make like active chances, which my opponent like did not respond properly to, and that's why I was able to win. That's why, yes, the engine was saying +1, but I'm like, you'll be shocked the kind of positions I've survived. I've survived -5, I've survived -4, you know, and I'm talking about over the board games. So I really wanted black to make a comeback. Again, it's against a Ghanaian, but like it's always nice to find like a good comeback story. I was really rooting for black here. I kid you not. I was really rooting for black here. Wait. Okay, that just. That was just sad. Of course, 94 was also there. The way I don't know, it seems like Black Hole's plan. I'm ranting here, but it seems like Black Hole's plan was to open this, and the question is like, what did he gain from opening it? Like, opening this file is just to your detriment. That's like, why would you open it? Yes, sad. Like, if you want to keep this pawn so that I can promote it, that's why I'm recommending here, right? This pawn structure is bad. Your opponent can't do much. He's going to, let's say, try and get this way. You come in this way. You can take, then you start pushing up. It's a very slow and funny move. What about you can do it if that's what you want. His point is that once the king comes in here, the knight is trapped. You can't really save this rook. You have to lose the guy. So I can get active play. Again, it's still losing, but you can do it. It's just like this, just over. I feel bad for, I really feel bad for Black. Yeah, here. I just feel bad for Black. Oh, this is just pawn push. The knight is the MVP here. He's preventing this. So just pawn push. Here you don't need to take. You can take completely fine. Doesn't lose you anything. Might even be better. Like, you can just take. But just torture your opponent. I'm sorry. Everything wins. You take, you play pawn, they all win. There's nothing your opponent can do. Like, you can't. Okay, fine. You play this, I play this. Oh, sorry. It's over. Completely over. Oh, I feel bad. Again, I'm happy the Ghanaian won, but who doesn't like a comeback story? This is not the actual game. We are here. Everything is winning. Everything is. And here you just shake hands. He's hoping for stalemate, I guess. I mean, it is plausible. The thing about stalemate is that your opponent should know. I've dodged stalemate because my opponent didn't know it was a stalemate. He made a move that was into check and I was like, I'll allow it. In case you're wondering why I've not gone to the other games, like if you are now joining us, all the other games are confirmed. Like it's not like this game that they were like top, like they are in this type of position where it's clear who is winning. That's why we are here. Dave is going to win his game. And all those things. But when we look at Dave's game after this, but this game is also almost done. No, this game is, there's a problem with the board, so we can't tell what's happening here. Angel Jordan won her game. At a point in time, I was a little bit worried about her game, but I think she bounced back somehow. I forgot it. Or this is not the game. I think she messed up somewhere and then she bounced back. No, she was always fine. Yeah, this what I said she messed up, allowing her opponent to get this pawn structure. Like, you don't want to allow that. But other than that, she just bounced back and she was fine. I mean, so this game is, I mean, I think there's nothing making this game. Maybe we'll come back and see that it's a stalemate, whatever is the case. Again, you can play queen here and it's not a stalemate. Wait, would it be a stalemate? Yeah, it's not a stalemate because even if your opponent plays pawn push and you take, this pawn can still move. That's what stops it. So let's look at Dave's game. I feel like Dave's game should have ended like a long time ago. Yeah, because this position has been here for long. Is this plan really to go pawn push? Takes? Does that work? I get that, yes, the bishop opens up, but does that really work? Why not? Okay, he's preventing these ideas. That's fine. If black initiates the trade, it's to his disadvantage. But maybe you can consider. You can't consider it, right? It's pretty tricky. Taking is a disadvantage for black. That's why black is not taking. I'm wondering, like, I'm wondering if like takes knight jump here would be fine, but the pin is what I don't like. What is black going to do in this position? Well, this knight can't move. You could. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. This move doesn't work. Wait. Would it? Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. Maybe you could. That's what the engine says here. Black should go a5. Really? Why a5? Like, all the moves are bad. Like, there's no good move that you can make. Every move you make weakens something. Okay. I was just finishing up some of my what's it called, daily games. One of the games I have a good position, but it's very scary. Oh, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys. Loving the support. Hope you're enjoying the games. He did go knight e4. Okay. We mentioned knight e4, how that locks the position. And if white isn't careful with how he trades, there's likeliness that white could lose. Though, like, the engine doesn't consider knight to e4 because it's bad. But, like, if you don't watch what you're doing very well, this could be very bad for you. So you can always support the stream by liking it, by subscribing, by following. It does help. Whether you're on Twitch or whether you're on YouTube, it does help a lot. I think now you can take care, right? Is that what we're looking at? Still says this is a fine. Because of the pin. Yeah. The check, sorry, the intermezzo. Yeah, so after the first trade, then you can go for this. If he's like me, he'll think that this helps him, but it doesn't because of the intermezzo move. So expect this to happen. If he plays this, he's completely lost. I can tell you that black is feeling like he's done something. I can bet you. Dave will find it. Dave is capable. Dave is very capable of finding this. If Dave doesn't find this, I'll be shocked. But Dave will find this. You definitely find it. I mean, there's no way you don't see this. Because you come in here, check. I come in here, right? If you take, what do you call it? I can take, and then, like in all circumstances, it's just bad. Oh, he hasn't played Rook E7. Okay, sorry. This is the main move, sorry. He hasn't played Rook E7 yet. What happened? Oh, okay. So he saw it. Again, the problem here is that your opponent can infiltrate, and plus he has this pass pawn. And he can create a pass pawn here as well, so it's not easy. So I'm going to take, and then you're going to infiltrate. I mean, we have to give him props for not playing what I mentioned, because that was just bad. Having two rooks on the board is much better than having a bishop as a rook. Or having a bishop and not having a piece. Okay, Kenneth. I mean, all these are fine. The thing is, like, for example, here, Ghana is the host country. Ghana is the host country. Okay, trying to break through over here, that's fine. Takes, and then you split these pawns. So I don't know if maybe you want to do this. That way if your opponent pushes, you don't take, you just go this way. And it doesn't matter which one he takes, you are just fine. Oh, he played Rook E5, yeah. You could, if your opponent does this, take, then pawn push. You could. I think Sarkodie has a losing streak against Dave, but I think he has won a few games. Okay, not losing streak, a losing record. Sorry, not streak. Streak is a different thing. I mean, this is not one of those rook and pawn end games where you keep playing. I think this is where you just give up. Sorry. Like you're losing on both sides of the board. Like that's how bad it is. Okay, he resigned. Yeah. That's a good opponent. Who knows when he's lost? Yeah, so these are the results. Let me see if they've uploaded it here. Okay. Nope, they've not updated it here. Oh, this is the wrong one. Okay, I've not updated it here. But from what we have here, the reason I'm not so key on looking at it there here is because sometimes it's wrong. So here, Emmanuel wins, Dave wins, Smart wins, Asamoah Ochre wins, Richard Neofori wins, Quay Steven wins, Jatin wins, Glenn Johnson, sorry, Al Assad Sam wins, and then Angel Jordan wins. Wait, wow, nobody from another country won. Damn, that was brutal. So the next round will be at 3 o'clock, but I may not stream the next round because it will eat into something else I have to do later during that time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being around. As always, I'm Pen Mason. This is PM Chess. We focus mainly on African content, doing with chess. That's why you might check my channel and be like, why didn't he cover the World Chess Championship? I mean, it's important, but yeah, my focus is elsewhere. Though once in a while, I will look at some of the games. But thank you guys so much for being around, and I will see you in the next stream, maybe tomorrow morning. Next week, I'll be playing the Nationals, so the Friday stream will not come on. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I will be playing in the Nationals. So yeah, I'll see you guys.